We're live. All right, hello everyone. This is Ninja DC joining again for a React video for My Little Pony Season 7, Episode 7. It's getting really hard to say with Season 7. All right, joining me again is... I heard of Brony?
Bronies. Hello, all you ponies. I'm a herd of bronies. Welcome back to Let's Watch Finals Week. I mean, Season 7.
Let's watch finals.
I'm in season heaven.
Season 7, yes.
A haven from the dark world of college finals.
Uh,
It is a dark day indeed.
next.
Then next up, Unova.
Rising like a cherry blossom in the air, Sakura flows into the air. Now watch as I will come to you as a mighty storm. Beware of the Japanese gods and deities, as I will come and usurp the throne, for I am Sun Wukong!
That's right, Jack.
How is anyone supposed to compete with that?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I still haven't. I usually follow his introductions, and I still can't figure it out. Speaking of introductions, I suppose that's my cue. Him. Hello, it's Jen again, and ready for episode 7, season 7. Line.
Next.
All right, next up, John. I might be adjusting something on his mic. All right, second.
And we
Sorry.
dance.
Sorry.
Like a wave on the ocean, Lord, man. Sorry, force of habit.
I'm sorry. As soon as I clicked on the microphone icon, there was a pop-up again. Anyway, I'm John. At this dog walk yesterday, we met lots of lovely people, and I guess that's all I have to say.
Cool.
And then second.
Hi there, I'm the second opinion, and I'm having a lot of arguments with a lot of second opinions towards myself here. Like you see, today's episode is about Rainbow Dash, who is my favorite character overall, has all most of my favorite episodes. And this episode is about her parents, which would be, you'd think, the revelation of why she is the way she is, the long, long-awaited story. And they gave it to a new writer who was not around for any of the seasons before this with any of those interesting episodes. But then you look, and that new writer has previous credits on Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra, and Voltron. So I have got my fingers crossed very tightly right now.
It may still be good.
I literally saw on someone commenting on Facebook saying they hated Rainbow Dash's parents because the show overlooked the fandom. Because the fandom gave better parents to Rainbow Dash.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just mad because they didn't acknowledge their fan fiction.
Yeah.
I'm a believer. Okay, always bring your own visions to the table. And that said, this did please someone I know who's very tough to please. And no, not me. I haven't seen it yet. But
All right.
Well, this is going to be exciting.
All right.
Oh yes.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're ready for.
All right.
We are ready.
Everyone
For
ready
this.
to have the episode up?
Pipe.
Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Then let's jam.
Hello there, Kitty
Tug of war.
Buckers.
Giant sunshine.
And a CMC return.
What are you talking about?
they trained
The best idea I've ever
slingshot Scootaloo to fly.
They're gonna die.
Oh no, here we go again. Hello, hi, we're the CMC. Welcome to Jackass.
for the clouds.
This biggest swing in jungle history. It will hurt very much, but George
trying
have
to
to do it.
We are?
Is she? She's trying to get herself to Cloudsdale.
I'm just wondering if this is the best way to get there.
Of all the ways, surely this is the best.
You know,
Besides, how else could I
they
get
have
there?
a balloon.
A Pegasus chariot, a flock of birds, a hot air balloon. Huh.
Thank you,
This
Apple
seems a little
Bloom.
safer. Maybe I should try
Too
to
late.
find another.
Chicken fly! Chicken fly!
Oh crap!
Nailed it.
The little ma'am, are you all
Oh
Well,
my god!
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, and that is exactly what the fandom is thinking right now.
Yes, a gardener. My little pony.
Everybody!
Pony.
I know
He's
the
one
one
of
that
the
took
friendship
the
Disney.
pony.
I thought you
Until you all
Got a
said it's
little
not
house
with
in the
me.
corner of the screen.
When the sun was up, you all faithful and strong. And now you're good all the time. Oh, my little pony. You know you're all my
And she's still going.
Honey, something's going on.
You need to take a breath.
Oh no! Oh no!
Celestia, what's wrong with her?
I don't
Josh
know,
Hamilton.
but you
Oh my
just
God,
made-
Hamilton!
Wings are so dexterous.
Oh my god!
She's doing it.
Adopt me, adopt me, adopt me, adopt me, adopt me.
You might shatter my Princess Celestia commemorative plates. Ow!
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that face.
I can't believe I'm meeting you. My name's Scootaloo, and I'm doing a school report on your daughter.
Oh!
Our Rainbow Dash?
The report's on an inspirational pony in my life, and no pony inspires me more than she does. I'm putting together this report. I'm her favorite
Awesome drawing.
And her
Well,
stalker.
little Trotter, what you say is impossible. Because no pony is a bigger fan of our Rainbow Dash.
Okay,
Oh my god!
we're going in a different direction there.
Always wear that shirt.
Actually, it's laundry day.
All
Pretty great, right?
right, that was good too.
My upper shirt is Superman.
It is a total blast to meet some pony that loves Rainbow Dash as much as we do.
What can we help you
I love
with?
that
Well, I
inflection.
know all about Rainbow Dash's
Jumping
time
the
in
chicken.
Vanderbilt, but I don't know anything about her life before that.
He
Oh.
whistles.
You came to the right place.
Ooh. Look at that house.
Here you go.
So just
Rainbow
backstory.
Dash's favorite meal. A pasta and potato sandwich on sourdough. She just loves to carbo load.
Oh my God.
I can't believe I'm eating
I
Rainbow
want that
Dash's
sandwich.
favorite food.
Oh
Ow.
my
Rainbow
gosh.
Dash's mom. While sitting in
Oh my
Rainbow
God,
Dash's
Rainbow's
chair.
mom looks so amazing.
The greatest day of my life.
Ah,
Oh, mm.
I can't believe I had something.
Tour of the house.
Eat it, Turtle. Eat it.
Our little Dash is early learning. And so rambunctious.
Oh God.
Rainbow Dash with braces. Okay, you can almost see why Rainbow is
Oh.
so bent on achieving for.
Rainbow's
Yep.
room. Rainbow's room.
Her room?
Don't go in my room.
Is that her
Cover their ears ahead of time.
Rainbow Dash's
All right, I'm just finding this like overload lore just because.
her collection of hentai?
Okay. I mean, if it goes like too much, it can become too much. I feel like the energy is still going strong
Wanna
here.
see something really cool?
She's got so much energy.
Ah!
She's got so much. Oh, it's a secret door.
Uh-oh.
Secret door. She got so much energy it could power up a whole entire planet.
Wait, trophy room!
I installed the sound effects myself.
Oh, that's a good joke.
So great. And look at this. She was wearing it when she spoke her first
What?
words.
Oh God!
So cool.
When
Okay,
she,
that's creepy.
That must,
Okay, no.
that must
Okay,
stink.
Broken
no.
lantern is from when she first
Ew.
learned to fly.
Oh!
And this bitten apple is from when she grew her first tooth.
wow,
So
What the
many memories.
No.
wow,
You're
these.
so lucky to have all of these.
Okay.
Okay.
And actually, this is a perfect fit for why Rainbow Dash is the way she is.
Oh my God! Yes.
Tradesies, dealsies.
Dealsies?
Well,
Oh God! Oh God!
No.
that's seriously Rainbow Dash's diaper.
Rainbow
Yes!
Dash's personal collection of wonderful
Uh.
memorabilia.
The smell from that thing must be awful.
Where's all the stuff about Rainbow Dash getting accepted into the Wonderbolt Academy and then getting chosen as a Wonderbolt?
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait, you don't know that your daughter?
She never come back.
And I got to tell you? Oh,
What?
wow. You should see
I think they're not approving.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I think they didn't
That's what
know.
your faces look like.
Or, well,
My daughter's a wonderbolt.
yeah, okay.
Great timing.
I think Scoogaloo just ruined her life.
Kind enough to show me the Rainbow Dash you know. Now please, allow me to show you the Rainbow Dash.
Oh, a nice companion episode to the last one. Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
this
gosh,
and the
poor
la-
Dash. She can never.
This and the last episode really have somewhat of a connection.
Flying high into defying gravity.
Where's it coming from?
Oh no, Pinky's megaphone.
Oh.
Hey, give me back my megaphone. My Buddy Thunderstruck cosplay won't be the same without it.
I guess they're with me. Ugh. Oh, man. So good to see you. Oh, honey, it's so good
Well, this
to
is
see you
awkward.
too. And wow, you were so
Oh, she's gonna get a new nickname.
Flying.
Mama's Philly.
You filled us in on everything. You modest pony.
Oh.
I
God.
can't believe I'm documenting the moment your parents first saw you as a Wonderbolt.
Oh boy.
Stalker
This
level
must be your
up to
Wonderbolt
9,000.
friends.
Oh no.
Hello, team.
Oh gosh,
I'm
no.
Windy Whistles. Great too.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
Hello, Miss.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. Love those goggles. Love them. You know,
I wonder
have
how
goggles.
much
Oh,
they're
the
gonna be here
crit.
for.
They're mostly just for swimming.
Oh, the cringe is real with this episode.
Oh my god.
This is the cringe I love.
I know. I love cringe
My
humor.
daughter, a wonderbolt.
Dad, hold it together. We're in.
Sorry, it's just liquid pride.
You had a goal and you achieved.
All right, Wonderbolts. Let's hit the showers and give Rainbow Dash some time to spend with her family.
Please don't let it go for that episode idea again.
You guys in a minute. Sir, you
Wait.
really raised a great flyer.
The showers? But there's 3 girls and 1 guy.
Could you give us a
Uh-oh.
sec? Is something wrong? Yeah. You should have warned me that you were bringing my parents or talked to Twilight or something.
What?
Not just shown up. Why? It's just My parents and I have a delicate relationship. I love them very much, and we're really close, but there's a reason I didn't tell them I'm a Wonderbolt. They can be a little bit embarrassing. Huh?
Well, at least you have parents.
Yeah.
And now you've invited a whole lot of crazy into my life.
Oh.
What's wrong with a little support?
Good point, Scootaloo.
Wrong in 3, 2.
Hey, Rose Malkin. Hey, Dr.
I'd like
Who's.
you to meet Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. Ah, hello.
Greetings, small pony.
See Rainbow Dash?
Oh my, yes! And to think we never bothered to come to a Wonderbolt event.
We said if Rainbow Dash isn't a Wonderbolt, then what's the point? But now she is.
And she
Wow.
earned it. Did you know it all started when she won a spot in the coveted Wonderbolt Academy?
How did Scootaloo get that?
How did she get...
Stalker privileges, you know.
Competition. Especially
Oh,
against
God.
this name of
That callbacks are real. Ultimate stalker.
to be the best, and later made it into the reserves.
Rig.
Ex-Wonderbolt. Winning.
This is Scootaloo exposition.
He framed her for a crime she didn't commit. Oh, no.
And about Spitfire's mom.
Rainbow Dash proved her innocence and became a
I'll Scootaloo. I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh, that's Fire Streak.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
What a gripping tale.
You really know your Rainbow Dash history. You're going to do great on your report.
Is that who can make a show around it?
Oh, bad stuff is coming. I just don't know what.
They're already cosplaying.
Oh gosh, it is. Oh no. Color got me.
Oh my gosh, the over.
Please don't just
no.
do the my parents embarrass me plot.
It looks like that's what they're doing.
Rainbow Dash! Best Wonderbolt ever!
The over supportive parents.
Ooh, nice graphics.
Nice.
Your folks were definitely loud, but they weren't that bad.
Oh! Oh!
They
Oh!
just do.
Since when did we add fireworks to the show?
We didn't.
Oh my God!
Oh god.
Oh man, they've been shopping at. They've been shopping at like party cannon place.
I just like how they're not even like
Ugh.
laughing
That's
at her.
what
They're
it
just
is.
like, oh, I feel sorry for you.
No. Oh my god. Oh no.
Now let's do the pyramid.
Oh God! No! That's false!
You're the top.
Poor Sweetie.
Got yourself your very own mega fan.
Oh.
Lucky you.
Ah, hey, you too!
Oh.
Who's that?
Fluffy clouds.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Hanger of all time.
What the
Too much.
No.
No, it's too.
This is ridiculous. Mom and Dad, you are both too supportive. This is exactly why I didn't tell you I was a Wonderbolt. You're just too much.
Jesus.
Did we do something wrong?
About 3 hours ago.
Cheerleading? And how do you even compare who is better or worse at hanging up a tower?
We're just trying to be supportive.
Well, I'm tired of it. I've had enough of you two being so proud of every little ridiculous, insignificant thing I do.
Oh.
On one hoof, this is going a little far. On the other hoof, it really is not going too far with what they're doing.
Yelling at us, sweetie. No one can make their parents feel more worthless.
Oh crap.
So painful.
Why? Scootaloo, you don't understand. I met your parents hoping to learn more about you, but I don't like what I found out. I'll find some pony else to do my hero report on.
Overkill.
Oh my god, disco! Okay, what was that? What's with all the tearing ponies this season?
No, I wasn't myself back there, and I shouldn't have snapped at my parents. That's exactly
Well,
what I did
actually, you should have.
Wonderbolt. I don't understand. I'm so proud of you. Can I tell you something? Sure. Okay, but you might want to hold on to your wings because this could rock you to your very core. Believe it or not, there was a time when I wasn't the best at everything. See this picture? It looks like I want something awesome, but actually...
And last but not least, it's time to hand out our participant stickers.
Oh no.
Wow! I hate Pegasus Society so much.
Oh no.
I guess they're trying to make up for the Pegasi orphan
Whoa!
thing.
Is it?
Your parents realize you didn't win, don't they?
Oh no.
I was the youngest pony in the senior competitive circuit.
What?
Most other ponies my age were still in the junior flappers club. I thought it was utterly mortifying having my parents cheer me on even when I lost. But then when I started to win competitions...
Oh god, hey Lightning!
It wasn't very long, by the way. Things got...
Wait, is that?
Yeah.
Wait. Are they saying that Spitfire is the same age now?
You didn't like rainbow gloating?
Dream of having parents like that. Yeah, right. Name one.
Wouldn't they also remember her gloat? Like what?
What?
Growing up, I never thought I'd be the best at anything because no pony ever told me. But your parents told you over and over again.
Okay.
Best bath taker ever. Best carrot eater under 3. Greatest napper of all time.
Oh God.
Anywhere.
That is true.
For your entire life, your parents gave you the confidence to believe in yourself.
Okay.
You're right. I was always so embarrassed by my parents that I didn't realize their support actually made me the awesome, confident, amazing, awesome, and awesome.
Oh, too much sauce.
Oh boy.
And I took them for granted. And you yelled at me.
No, they're firing live ordnance at you. I think that was going far.
Yeah, that was going really far.
I have an idea.
Scootaloo, you are best orphan ever.
That is, you would help me after I acted like that. Now that's my picture.
Watch out these photos with these ponies.
I'm telling you, I just can't see a thing. Scootaloo, you were just so great at blinding.
You must tell me what kind of knot you used. Falconer's knot? Wait, no! A farmer's loop.
Oh.
Why would they want to know that?
Windy whistles and full hot hoof. Please be seated for a super private Wonderbolt event.
But how'd you say his name? Bo
Hot Hoof.
Hot Hoof.
Her name is Penny Whistles?
Windy Whistles. I think.
Windy Whistles.
Welcome to the... I love my parents and I'm sorry that I took them for granted and I know that they made me who I am today, so I really want to make it up to them.
That's a working title.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
Oh, she actually got them showing.
that's the Wonderbolt
We're
thing.
doing this. Happy to help.
Whoa!
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh, cute!
How sweet.
Mom and Dad, I want you to know that I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, honey, thank you. But you didn't have to do all this.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh, now you get it.
And that's why Rainbow Dash is the most inspirational pony in my life.
How'd you know about the parts you weren't there for?
But a little heavy on the pictures, and there was a moldy sandwich in your report.
Not to mention a dirty diaper.
Oh gosh, I mean, she didn't get out the diaper. Like, this makes not knowing about Scootaloo's parents even weirder.
Yeah.
Well, she implied that she might not have even had any. But
Yeah.
I feel like the episode thought that joke was funnier than it is. Over supportive cheering for dumb stuff.
Let's see. Jason Delina's Bo Hotfoof. Who is it? Ooh, Sarah Edmondson
Alright,
is Wendy Whistles.
okay. I was looking at Scootaloo cosplay. This feels weird because her mother is. Actually, I guess it's the same color. It's weird. Her color seems to get lighter and darker at different times in the episode.
You mean for Wendy Whistles? I kind of noticed like it feels like a bit pale at times, like her coat. Like it almost feels like is that really like the fur Rainbow has? I mean, it looks a bit older, like a bit whiter, you know?
I never
Yeah,
noticed
like it looks more desaturated. No, like I noticed because I thought when she was cosplaying, it like was straight up Rainbow Dash's blue, but like when she's not cosplaying, it's like a slightly more pale blue, and just I wonder. At first, I thought it was just like, oh, she's dressing up as like she's cosplaying, but then at the end with the Scootaloo, it was like, no, that's her natural color, but it's confusing.
Probably because like the surrounding elements make the color look different. That's a real
No,
effect.
you can even look when they're.
Like some colors, when you surround them with other colors, they tend to look different.
Maybe it's just the highlight colors that's different. Like that, where how's the outline is like hers is more of a gray, while Rainbow Dash is more of a lighter blue, and actually often blue with the hair. Anyway, let's go talk about the episode itself.
Yeah, the episode. And someone is just using the toilet.
Yeah, this episode went down the toilet.
Actually,
why?
I'm joking. No, I liked it.
I mean, okay, I guess like.
Let me just,
So nobody has any
can I
comments.
just give my? No,
I
can I
think
just
this
give
is
my
first time.
quick? I just want to give a quick summary. I think my thoughts on this episode is like the overall like characterization, like the plot and all of it is good, but it's like I think possibly the worst structured episode in the season so far, even though it's not the worst episode. I would say possibly.
It's like worse structured.
I think
its structure reminded me a lot of that one Rainbow Dash episode from last season that no one liked.
Newbie Dash.
Newbie Dash or
Newbie Dash.
Franks,
Newbie Dash.
28
That was by Dave Rapp.
No, Newbie Dash. Because like even the structured episode where a lot of it's about the build up of embarrassment and all that, and then the payoff is just very short.
What was that? I didn't even mind like the payoff so much. I just felt like, well, actually, my big problem with Newbie Dash was how it just takes time out for these terrible hijinks portions. Put that aside. But actually, no, I do think, come to think of it, I think this episode might have a similar problem. Like, okay, well, if I'm the only one who's ready, so be it. Like, starting out, this episode was on fire to me. Like, I thought, like, Scootaloo meeting the parents and just, like, yeah, embracing the whole, yeah, over-the-top fan angle. Like, it was on such a hot streak with that. Almost every joke was on point. It was not afraid to go high energy, and it felt like it knew what it was doing. Like, it seemed to love this fan angle so much, and that seemed perfect. Like, okay, yeah, Rainbow Dash is really competitive because her parents always made her feel like she was going to get this really huge reward if she won. Like, that's perfect. And then when it actually got to Rainbow Dash, it started to seem like it was just so in love with this, yeah, parents as this over-the-top fan angle that it didn't, like, particularly care what it was doing otherwise. Just like, hey, that writes itself. Your parents are too big of fans. And, like, the my parents embarrass me plot, that's another one that's, like, kind of forced in, like, oh, yeah, your parents are embarrassing and there's no way to deal with it. It's like, I mean, not that there can't be complicated relationships between parents and children, but this is sort of that typical hammy way, just like, oh, they're so over the top that it's just ridiculous. And then, I mean, it almost like it lost a lot of its comedic timing. It just kept getting, yeah, not more comedically ridiculous, just more plain ridiculous. And
yeah, I guess I agree with that.
It seemed almost like self-impressed. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of this kind of plot in other cartoons, and in a way, it did start out a lot fresher than most of those. You know, kind of like how, I don't know, Superbad brought back the sort of teenage hormone comedy kind of stuff. But yeah, I do agree that it kind of, you know, went back into cliches later on, and maybe. Yeah, Rainbow Dash's reaction wasn't the best way to deal with, because she honestly did have like a valid reason to feel angry, and the world was just kind of, you know, turning on her.
Yeah, I feel like the point where I realized. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you can finish up like your thoughts first.
Well, I mean, I feel like the point where I realized this wasn't going to be one of my favorites was what, like, right after Rainbow said that, when they can't, like, let go of the, like, hammy fan jokes, like, wow, you're the best at making your parents feel worthless. I'm like, give it up already, jeez. Like, all right, and then the character revelation is not like she wanted to earn their praise or whatnot, or until she got sick of it. It was she was so sick of being cheered for losing that she wanted to win more. Seriously, that's dumb. Like, and then what else?
I think
typical. She makes it up to them, and then it's like even when the point is supposed to be something else, they can't let go of the, oh, you're such an over-the-top fan, like the make it up to you scene. Oh, but you embarrassed us. The Scootaloo's report scene. Oh, we're embarrassing Scootaloo. That joke is not nearly as funny as you think it is.
Right.
I think going back to just 2 points. One, I just want to, you remind me, is I think the one issue I have with, like, the explain, like, their, like, embarrassment caused her to get better. I wish it would have shown that more instead of it sort of just told us that, like, she got better because of their motivation, yet we didn't really see how they're cheering her on constantly, because she wasn't really disappointed. Like, it didn't show her being disappointed that she was not winning or anything like that too much. So it's like, they're cheering, it's like, yeah, you're cheering really good, but it didn't really show its effect. I wish it would have shown that better, because I get the idea behind it. Which I get the idea behind it. So it would have spent like 30 more seconds showing how her cheering really helped motivate her to improve herself, or the thought that, like, she wants to earn, like, she wants to live up to their praise sort of thing. Either one, just something like that. Who knows? It might be like the Rarity Nightmare Night thing where it's a cutscene. But you have something, John?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that maybe this episode would work from the angle of Skulu, learning that her own enthusiasm might lead to, bad addiction in the future.
You mean like what? Being addicted to validation from like Rainbow Dash or her parents if they come back or something like that?
Well, like, just being an ultra super fan, because she did take a lot of photos, you were like, you just thought to yourself, how did she even get them? So, yeah, they took it from the angle that, following someone around all the time, taking pictures, might not be such a good thing. Yeah. It might have been more interesting.
But also to give my closing thought is because when you were talking about yours second, that got me thinking about the one. My other thought was, I compare this to Newbie Dash. I still think this is better than Newbie Dash. One of the bigger reasons is I actually really like the reason I like it. Like one thing I like more is the Wonderbolts actually their actions felt better because they're both. They made fun of her at times, like they still were laughing at times because that was understandable because her parents are really embarrassing. But the other times they were shown to be very sympathetic and understanding to her. So it's like, this feels like an actual freaking team.
Like they weren't as hard on her as they weren't as like cynical towards her as Rainbow Dash was imagining them to be. And actually, I don't even feel like that couldn't come from Newbie Dash because, I feel like that a team that operates around like they're not afraid to give each other a hard time and to tease each other, but there's an understanding underneath it all that's all in good spirits. Like I feel like that becomes stronger as you get to know each other better. That I could see that becoming sort of an awkward point, or the kind of point that it was when Rainbow Dash first joined in Newbie Dash early on. But
speaking of joining, they never once called her Crash in the entire episode.
There you go.
Although to be fair, I don't think anyone was referred to by name in this episode. Any name?
I suppose. But just imagine, if she was called Crash at one point, and the parents found out, and they just went off at the Wonderbolts.
And then I would just be like, "Thank you, revenge,
revenge." The Wonderbolts practice what they preach. There, they all go by their terrible names too.
Right.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. And then that would give Rainbow Dash a reason to yell at her mom and dad.
Right.
Yeah. See, that's already, I think, more thought than this episode put into those scenes.
Yeah. I just keep wondering how much bacteria must be on that diaper.
I don't even want to. I don't
like to think about any of the stuff.
I think Skulu just brought the plague to Ponyville.
Oh God!
Oh my gosh!
Well, okay. Hopefully, it's like a laminated diaper or something sealed off, like she's able to put it in her.
Yeah, like those bronze shoes things. Yeah.
I mean, I did actually kind of like that in those earlier portions that the episode was not afraid to make us cringe, because I mean, okay, there's still a craft to that. It's like, okay, yeah, they're gonna push this into uncomfortable to show us how uncomfortable being a fan to that much of an extreme can be. It was I actually had a lot more of a problem when it started to seem to not realize that it wasn't all that funny. Like that's the kind of cringe that's not on purpose. That actually hurts me more. Yeah, but there can be an art to cringe. It admittedly is not my favorite appeal. I think that goes for a lot of people, but yeah, I can appreciate it.
Oh, I love cringe humor when it's done right. Yeah.
Right.
The Spike singing the Wonderbolt song was just one of my favorite scenes.
Don't you make Cloudsdale song?
Yeah.
God.
Oh, we are the Wonderbolts, and we're super fast, and we're from Cloudsdale, which is a part of Equestria.
That's trees.
I think I heard once that, is it Kathy Westlock?
Yeah, Kathy Westlock.
Yeah, I think I heard that she made that song up.
I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Improvised the whole thing.
She really does know how to appreciate great songs.
Well, I mean, Kathy Westlucky, I mean, she's a veteran of this. I mean, she's the first show I just so happened to try to review as the second opinion before I started reviewing My Little Pony. She just happened to be in that one too, and that was from 20 years earlier.
Wait, 20 years earlier? Wait. I thought you were going to mention Death Note or something like that.
I mean, she's been everything. Like she's a true veteran.
She was in Death. Wait, she was in Death Note.
She's near. Yeah, Elle's replacement.
Actually.
Yeah.
Just saw Death Note 2. Just finished it.
It's quite.
Yeah, I guess
good.
She does like a lot of the kid voice.
Yeah, but I guess I should really bring up my opinion about this episode.
Yeah.
Since I guess it was very apparent that this reaction, I was kind of reacting a lot to it in particular. I guess well, how should I put this? Rainbow
sounded like you. Good.
Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
It sounded like you thought it was funny. I mean, but I know I'm so helpful, but it just felt like a gigantic roller coaster ride until like 2/3 of the way in when it got serious, and I was just enjoying every single little thing the parents at school were doing all the way through. Like it just felt like everything was just going like I never expected for a Rainbow Dash / Scootaloo / Rainbow Dash parents reveal episode to be this enthralling to me, but I guess when you put like a very passionate fanatical parents essentially for like a daughter that basically does a lot of like a showboating for stuff like that for herself, for like other people to like to fawn over her, it just feels very very cathartic to see like the other side of the coin, like actually seeing the parents do so, and was reminding me a lot about my own family. Actually, like my mom was very supportive of me during my childhood, even during certain Olympic events, as it were. I was just getting those sorts of flashbacks, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm enjoying this high. This is so good. And then like seeing Scootaloo just going up levels in the stalker level, like having pictures from like old episodes, like did you spy on Rainbow during these episodes? Because that's what I'm feeling like. Man, more like stalker queen. I guess it just kept on escalating more and more, and I just loved it. I just loved this episode so much. Like, and I felt like it really goes to show that, like, aside from like that one point of contention in which I felt like during that flashback scene in which we see like a lot of the ponies and they're literally like, oh, there's Flitter. I think there's Cloud Chaser. I see Derpy over there. And I see the Wonderbolts as kids. And I see Lightning Dust apparently. So apparently, good.
Like apparently looks like every single Pegasi that we've really met that's of the same build seems to have been with each other when they were younger in Cloudsdale, and that's just like, wow, that's really ridiculous looking at this. But then also like they knew each other before, but they never brought this up. Like it just
being a new writer showed after all.
Yeah, it did so badly. And then the whole like podium thing, that was just like a big middle finger. I felt like was like, this is what Pegasus Society really is. A whole one-up competition. That's what it all amounts to. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, why I dislike the Pegasi as a race. Thank you. Good night.
Hey, watch it.
Oh dear. Oh boy! Don't be like racket I don't know, speciesist? I don't know.
I mean, there are definite exceptions, like Rainbow Dash's parents, for example, and Fluttershy, because
I'm just gonna call them the. I'm just gonna call them the special snowflake parents. Oh my!
Oh, can you imagine Snowflake's parents?
Oh God!
Oh my!
God!
Okay, now I want to imagine like Snowflake's parents.
Called
I guess,
Tiny.
or like he's.
Snowflake.
Or as they're known in the story, in there as bulk biceps, but I still think Snowflake is just more hilarious.
It's a better name, yeah.
It's more hilarious.
Can you imagine if the mom is named Snowflake just for a fandom nod? That would just be the best.
Or even
that would be good. That would be good. That would be
Tiny
good.
and Snowflake.
or if the mom's name is Snowflake and she's where he gets his enormous bulk from.
Oh God!
Oh yes, that would be so. That would be beyond hilarious. That was so hilarious.
Wait a minute. Then we've already seen his mom.
Oh, from Buckball season.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Or maybe his aunt or cousin.
Oh.
Could be or sister. Sister maybe.
Oh, there you go.
But like really, I felt like it also felt really awkward when they were going through the angle, like Scooter was saying, like I had no one to tell me, to even point out like my accomplishments, even how minuscule they were. And it was just like they were so close to saying like no parents, but like not even saying it at the same time. It's like it's just like flight to the finish for Scooter in this episode.
I was like, it was almost like, come on, just say it, say it. You're an orphan. Just reveal you.
But then again, do we need
just reveal you don't have any parents? Your parents are like, I just had no one. I was like, you're an orphan. Say it. You're an orphan.
He's going full on Batman.
Our parents are dead.
Although I mean, you could argue that it's kind of like the Phineas and Ferb appeal, where nobody has to say out loud we're a mixed family or address what happened. It's like everybody is happy at the moment, and that's all that needs to matter.
Yeah.
Like instead of like just being subtle about how that works and how that can be okay, instead of needing to pat yourself on the back for it. You could argue that. I don't know if that's necessarily
Good night. Good night, Mom.
Supportive parents.
I wondered to myself if School's parents were gonna pop up at the end and be exactly like Rainbow Dash's.
Yeah, can you just imagine that would be the WTF moment of the century? Like,
I know.
It'd be a collective cry throughout the Brony fans.
No! What have you done?
Exactly. Cause you had
Abandoned ship.
Abandon the ship of ponies. We thought things were gonna be smooth sailing over here in season 7, but then they took a turn for the worse.
Or to get off our Voss wild ride.
Can't stop the ride, man.
All right, I guess time to get some final thoughts in this episode.
All right. I'll just quickly say like my final thoughts quickly. Like first point, Wendy Whistle. She's the most appealing looking mom I've seen in the show. Like just like she just looks so close to her daughter, but yet so distinct with like her main cut. I just love her design so much. Like, she's gotta have the best parent design of all of them.
I do like the design of the parents,
yeah. Like meanwhile, her father is very Big Mac-esque. Let's not with a shaven beard. I really didn't like that part.
There's only one question: who was that stallion with the rainbow mane we saw before?
Oh,
could that have been younger dad or?
Yeah, I think because it still had like the same look to him. Actually, let me just.
Yeah, we'd have to
like be talking like I'll go. I'll be googling it while
Rainbow
you're
still have a
whoever's
brother.
going.
Okay, and my last point is I would give this episode a great rating. I wouldn't give it a top tier rating, if only because of like after 2/3 in the story, and we kind of had to stop, and the whole contradictions for continuity, or more like super awkward things to know about continuity now in the Pegasus Society, with the whole, every single Pegasus you've probably seen before literally competed with Rainbow Dash at the beginning. And it's just
that does seem to be her father from before, because it just seems he got a different main cut, and he has a beard now, but like his colors, his eye color, his hair color, everything else matches, so I assume it's still him.
It could be him in his younger days when he's more saturated. That
could be.
So when you get older, you lose your color.
Didn't we see flashbacks in the episode?
Didn't see what?
Dash was a kid.
Yeah.
Or was that our father?
Yeah, that was true for Games Pony's play.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying. I was looking at her father, and I was like comparing some pictures. He's like exactly the same. Let me check the cutie mark. Let's see. Wait.
They're probably like a cousin or something.
Could be.
The cutie mark doesn't seem to match, but everything else does. So I wonder if that's just because he has like a horseshoe like thing before.
Yeah, it's like a horseshoe and a rainbow.
Now and before, it looks like it's sort of like a rainbow with something his wing covers, but it doesn't look like it's the same unless it's like basically the same thing but without the horseshoe, because it has the same sort of cloud thing with the rainbow, like a cloud dot, then a rainbow. So I assume that is. I still assume that's him, like in the past, because it looks like everything, eye color, the face, like the overall design. It just he has a beard, he has like a afternoon shadow on his face, and the more like military gruff haircut, main cut.
Although if it's a relative, he has an excuse to look similar, so they could probably go either way with that.
Uncle?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, go back to design. I did like that her mother had a little bit of bags under her eyes. That, it's a subtle detail, but it really made her feel a bit more natural than most. Like other ones, they always seem like a recolored version of their their other relative or something. But yeah, like you said, made her kind of seem like a real mother, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the design, it makes Rainbow Dash's parents come across as very, well, for lack of a better word, real. Just like very typical in a good way, and without using like a generic design, I guess.
Oh yeah, I just realized.
Casual, if that's a better way to put it.
A last point I will just make is I feel like this show might be going in the wrong direction if they keep on continuing this whole thing about like going against like yelling in a sense. I mean, I can understand it for like the baby episode of season 7, but here was more warranted. But
what do you mean by going against yelling?
Well, it's like they really don't want to encourage yelling from what I've seen of like from like a flurry of emotions and this episode here.
Just like reacting with
anger,
any kind of intensity. Yeah, they like that. They're kind of going the route of that means you're breaking out of bounds in some way, which in this particular case Rainbow kind of was. But I mean, I feel like I kind of agree with you, Nova, that a flurry of emotions backpedaled on that a little too much with like, okay, no, you can't even put your foot down because that means you're just being scary. You're scaring the baby.
I mean, then again,
scaring the little girl.
But then again, I heard some stuff about like how from someone in the reviewing community who was also a caregiver that it actually sort of traumatizes little kids when you yell to them. So at that point, I just feel like, yeah, it might be a bit more harder for little kids, but in the case for like an adult shouldn't be if you want to get a point across.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like the most tactful parent in the world, yeah, probably would never have to yell, but I mean, the notion of like one even more important is probably the fact that, okay, once you put your wolf down, I guess you don't take it back. You don't send the message that you can cry your way out of having crossed a line.
Yeah, so basically all the Flutterbolt moments of recent memory.
What moments?
The Flutterbolt. Or Sassy Shy.
So what about Flutterbolt?
Well,
you like how she's tactful?
Yeah, she's very tactful, yes.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Fluttershy has taken command of her newfound. Like she always had the wisdom in her, she just needed the confidence.
Uh-huh.
Come to think of it, it is kind of a nice touch that not everybody had to grow up at the same time. Like when it's all said and done now, like Rainbow Dash still has a couple of her problems with impatience and tactlessness, while Fluttershy has pretty much overcome the problems we saw her start out with at the beginning.
And Applejack already solved her problems, most of them, before the show began. So, yeah.
I don't know. The team, like, I felt like they got cold feet on making her quote unquote too good. I mean, personally, I say, hey, a supportive big sister type friend can be fun too if you know how to write that.
Yeah. Just make sure it's not that overbearing and not fun.
Yeah, make sure it's not some pony to watch over me, in other words.
Yeah.
Actually, on that note, these parents, they kind of reminded me of some pony to watch over me. Like, with the whole, oh yeah, we just care about you so much, we're going to smother you with it.
Smother you with love.
Right. And this episode gains the advantage in that they're not using a character we already know who is so obviously not like that, but some pony to watch over me might actually gain a little bit back because, okay, they were both going for just so over the top it's surreal, and at least some pony to watch over me knew how to be truly over the top surreal and not just like, hey, it's so wacky.
Wacky shenanigans over here at the apple farm.
I mean, some pony to watch over me is legitimately insane, and even though it's probably not a good episode on most terms, it is hard not to be entertained by it on some level.
Especially with the Chimera fight at the end. Just seriously. Yes. Fight.
Hey. Applejack in her very strange monster busting costume.
Oh, you mean the boots?
Boots and a chair and
plate of Cuda cheese.
Pray for mercy from Pony in Boots.
I actually watched the Netflix show for Puss in Boots, so I got a full dosage of that, and it was very hilarious.
Yeah. Gotta say, I've also watched that series. I don't know. The first season was pretty good. One of the seasons I think was just utterly horrible. Then the next season, seemed to actually be good again. It's a weird show.
Yeah, it's a DreamWorks show.
The opposite of Star Trek. The odd numbered ones are okay to watch.
I know. I've seen that they've made a series of Spirit now. I don't dare watch it.
A Spirit?
Yeah, Spirit, Stallion, and Cimarron, but it's all like, set in a kind of small town, and it's full of little girls having adventures or something.
What?
Okay, so in other words, one of those ideas that never should have gotten off the ground no matter how much you like the first movie.
Dang it.
Yeah, kind of. Like Surf's Up with wrestlers.
Oh, God, no, don't remind me about that. Oh, God, it's in my head.
Actually, you do know there actually is going to be a Surf's Up 2 focus with the wrestling.
There already is. It was. I saw it. I saw 5 minutes of it.
I saw a few seconds.
I pity you for those 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I seen that. I was like, oh, why? That was a surprisingly good movie, and then you do this to it.
Like
I know.
seriously,
It's like I thought.
McMahon.
I know. I thought Surf's Up was better than Cars.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, yeah.
Like.
What were you gonna say?
Like,
sorry.
I was gonna say, like, you made me remind me of like the McMahon otter and that horrible imagery with the fish.
Oh my God!
Why?
Yes.
Why with the straw? Why?
Why that position?
Oh God! It's just...
All right. Going back to let's go back to the summarizing our final thoughts.
Yeah. I wanted to like this episode so much more than I did, and I mean, I really wanted to. I was so disappointed here. And I mean, but I mean, I guess like that, just the sheer buzz of like that first 1/3 never totally wore off. And I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I like, I'm actually wondering like if I like you were laughing over some of the lines of if I could hear them all later, maybe I would have like cringed harder. But I'm gonna say like a B-. Like it arguably deserves to, well, at least by the final tally I have, it arguably deserves to be scored lower. But I mean, because I mean, I don't know if like the last third gave me much of anything. Like every time it seemed it tried sort of a new idea or like the next step of the plot, like Rainbow Dash finally snapping at her parents, or every kind of, or the flashback, it seemed to kind of botch it in some way. Like they can't stop doing the supportive cheering joke. The flashback, I think we all had our problems with that. And how about too, like Rainbow Dash, she wins and she has a problem with people boasting on her behalf. That's like a direct contradiction to what Rainbow's about. Like she's embarrassed to brag that people are bragging about her first place. Like, but okay, so anyway, not sure. Like, but I don't know. It never totally lost me. I was still laughing at a joke every so often. It just didn't totally wear off. So B-, not the worst episode of the season for me either. And that's it. Gee, I hope I sounded coherent there.
Yeah, you sounded fine.
As you can see, I have very complex feelings here. This episode,
I mean, you
our
sound
relationship
better than me.
is complicated.
My microphone must sound horrible.
I don't think so.
Anyway, my thoughts on the show. I like you. I thought it was fine. You know, maybe a B episode, but not the worst. The worst I've seen so far, I think, is Fluttershy leans in.
I think the lowest grade I've given so far is a C+ to a couple of episodes, but I did give Fluttershy leans in. While I was hovering around a C+. I still have to make up my mind for sure, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, kind of agree with you there.
That's like worst of the season, probably, but yeah. Yeah, like I said before, I liked how they switched up the sort of cliches, you know, of the overbearing parents plot, and did something with that I've never really seen. But yeah, it did kind of fall back into cliches, and the resolution wasn't probably as strong as it could have been. It seemed like they, yeah, like someone said, they weren't trying to go argumentative or whatever the phrase is. So yeah, good episode. Not great, but good. And that's my final thoughts.
My final thoughts are like this is also a good episode. I think the whole fandom reacted the way Scootaloo did when her parents were revealed. I think I could imagine just a lot of them across the board like Rainbow Dash's parents finally, and but yeah, I'll admit I was kind of like happy on the inside, like yay, we see Rainbow Dash's parents, great. Now we've seen the Pegasi parents, and other than that, it wasn't. I actually didn't think it was. I actually didn't think it was that bad. I mean, the parents being overly supportive. The special snowflake parents it started to get annoying. I'm okay, and I'm convinced that they shopped at Pinky's party cannon store. So they got the cannon to fireworks, and but Rainbow Dash snapping at them very much seemed justified because, for one thing, Wonderbolts, it's kind of militaristic, and civilians aren't really allowed near militaristic anything. So being there could have been a hazard for Rainbow Dash and the team. So I believe her outburst was definitely justified. It was definitely justified and everything. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It seemed to go really, really fast. Like, quick, we got to push this agenda about being loving to your parents, even if they are over supportive of you and treat you like you're a special snowflake. But other than that, the only thing that kind of irked me a bit was, I was like, okay, this is where Scootaloo admits she's an orphan. But it was like, I didn't have anyone. It was like, you didn't say it. It's like, I was like, they still want us to guess that she's an orphan. But other than that, good episode. Not really saying great, but good.
Yeah, my thoughts are kind of the same. It's a good episode. I'm too tired to say anything else.
Ditto.
There's one thing I might add if we have 30 seconds.
Go on. You can go then. I can offer my thoughts.
All right. As far as silly hijinks go, like, okay, the stuff like they've pulled out with Pinky in the past, like, she does this, and then she takes it even bigger, and then it goes in this random spot you never would have expected, and then the last thing you could have possibly, like, there is a creative way to do it, but, like, they're so wacky, they do this, and then they're so wacky, they do this. Like, that's not very funny. Like, okay, they randomly have fireworks that they're shooting at people. Like, okay, they found a new way to be annoying. Great, thanks for that. Like, this is the bitter me coming out again, but I mean, okay, I feel like if you must do, like, silly hijinks, there is a good way to do them, and I don't think this was quite it, or at least not in the point where it became just sort of straight up silly hijinks.
They sound like wacky parents.
Yeah,
my wacky parents.
If someone let off even a flare during a football game, they get a life ban.
Yeah.
From any game.
Like, basically, welcome to Dash's wacky life in the parents' suite of clouds.
Got a new sitcom.
Oh yeah, that could be like only, what was it called? Nah, never mind. You've been framed.
Wait, is that the name of the sitcom, You've Been Framed?
Oh yeah, You've Been Framed is like a show where they show all these clips of, people just getting really, really hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So America's Funniest Home Videos, basically. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yes.
Alex's screen cap.
Yes.
I'm going to give my closing thoughts. I feel this episode, overall, I like it about the same as the last episode. Whose static is that coming from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, it might be me. Hold on.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Hangouts about to crash and burn on us.
God! Blowing all of our computers.
But overall, like I like it about as much as the last episode, but for different reasons. where last episode was undoubtedly, in my mind, better structured and paced episode. But it overall was sort of boring, and like its cringe humor is not. It's still like boring cringe. Like, oh no, you feel me? I'm a kid. It's so like almost feel like Sweetie Belle is bored. And I don't like Sweetie Belle, like Angry Belle. So I don't like that personality for her. It's like overall, I just felt like that episode was more flat for me. Where this one is, I like the overall like idea of this episode and its moral and all that. I just don't like the structure and how it's delivered, sort of thing. So it's like it has better highlights for me, but also greater flaws, if that makes sense. But overall, yeah, I still enjoyed this episode. Like this season, is still pretty good, strong. Like even if it's like we're still like episodes we even don't like so far are still like, oh, this was episode's not the greatest, but we still enjoy it. And who just dropped?
John.
But yeah, that's my overall thoughts. I liked it about as much as the last episode, so I would say middle of the road episode. I would still say probably the worst episode for me this season is probably still the, it ain't the worst structure or pace. I still like the Twilight and
Flurry Heart
episode, just because it felt so sort of pointless to me, sort of thing.
For me, I would have to disagree. Like, for my honest opinion, I would kind of have to say the premiere is honestly the weakest point of season 7.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like I feel like we're going to have worse episodes because we have in literally every season. But I mean, I guess like
we still have the one. We still have the writer of Carts Before the Pony.
And
Valentine.
Applejack's Day Off. Exactly. But yeah, for now, I guess it's like a 3-way tie for me between Celestial Advice, Flurry of Emotions, and maybe Fluttershy leans in once I make up my mind on that. They're all like C+ episodes, I guess, to me.
I gotcha. But we just gonna have to brave for the worst, or maybe we might come back with like another flight to a finish,
True.
Yeah. Maybe Neil just said I was sick of being not liked and he wants to really show us by now.
I thought it was that Valentine we were talking about.
Well, they're both coming back, aren't they?
Wait, who's actually coming back, Ninja?
I think they both are. I think every writer from the last season is coming back for at least one episode.
Okay. Well, I better not see any stains on the Spike episodes this season. Nothing. We already had a great track record with season 6. Better not mess it up like Princess Spike.
Well, the one that Spike... yeah, we actually do know Spike's episode this season. It sort of makes me feel like it might be one of their episodes.
Spike at your service part 2.
Oh no!
I mean, it has a great concept, but like you can tell there's a gimmick to it. Let me just find. I can just go from memory. It's 3 something is the one Triple Threats of Evil episode, or
Triple Threats of Evil.
No, it was like the 3 Triple Threat. Yeah, I think that was a Triple Threat. Or something like that's one of the episodes coming up. It's triple something, but it's Spike accidentally invites Ember and King Thorax to Ponyville on the same day, but accidentally invites them on the same day, but doesn't want them to know that he invited each other because he thinks they'll both hate each other. So he spends the whole day trying to keep them apart. We all know how that's going to end.
Right.
Story goes,
but it's literally like 3 awesome characters. Well, technically 2 awesome
That's the thing, like I said, the concept is good, but the overall like endpoint, we all know
what they're
where
using
it's
to
going.
make it happen,
Right.
Is one that has a history of being a little more wearisome, I guess, a little more gimmicky and hijinksy.
God dang it. Why? Why is the good plot ruined?
It'll be interesting. The twist is they actually really don't like each other.
Oh my God. Can you even imagine? It was like, why are you befriended a changeling, Spike? And then Dorax was like, why do you have such a rude dragon for a friend?
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, or the twist that they both, hit it off and Spike ends up left out.
And it's just gonna be like, but maybe I should just accept it and just be happy for them together. And then you don't, and then you find out in the fan, and then you find out in the fan that was like, well, guess what? We found a new ship.
Oh no!
So this is like all this. Actually, this talk was giving me a flashback to that concert episode of Star Versus.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
We will be just friends.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Inside joke. So fun. These people out.
Alex.
Oh, you're just we're just talking about the episode that had the first lesbian and gay kiss on animation history in US.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Wait, the Star Versus one did?
Well, I thought Clarence was
Yeah,
the
because
first one to
remember,
do it.
they have like a gay couple, but they never have them kiss. And like it's sort of worse if you think about for Steven Universe because they have an openly like lesbian couple that never kissed.
Now remember when they fuse back together, she's kissing her not only on the lips but like on the neck.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think was it lips or not?
I thought it was the eye.
It was definitely like the. It seemed like it was the head, and then it was the neck.
Yeah, I remember. Like they were, the episode.
But wasn't it like out of frame, like they're spinning?
Yeah.
So
the first time they spin back together, but then when it's like they're mad at Pearl and they split apart, like when they come back together, Ruby, I think kisses like her upper lip and then goes down her cheek to her neck. So not explicitly on the lips, but. Yeah, they did not make that very ambiguous.
Right.
Wait, when did we get into gay and lesbian couples in the
Because you mentioned the probable idea of a ship between either Spike and Thorax or Thorax and
I was talking about Thorax.
I was trying to give no, like I was just brought up Star versus like the one episode just because Alex had no idea what we were talking about, so I thought I would just throw like one of the headline things about it.
Okay.
Which actually, because I actually did see an online article like after it was saying like that was a big thing. Like the first like it's like, oh, Star is getting attention. Yay. That was my reaction to the whole article. Was like, oh, people know about Star. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. All right, but I guess see y'all. But I guess see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Oh.
See ya.
Knocked out.
Have a good week.